So this is just kind of an independent video, but kind of a response to a video that Reneto released, I believe today or last night, regarding social media and this idea of sort of a democracy online or users coming together to, I guess, kind of build the body politic of websites like YouTube and other social media websites, and kind of taking back the power from the owners and the advertisers and the people who are paying the money, but to the people who are actually using it, who are actually kind of building the community. I've been thinking a lot recently about social media. Part of the program I'm in right now in school, I'm writing for a website called unews.ca, and what we do for at least 6 weeks is produce journalism for, or report, I should say, on universities in the province, in Canada, and to a lesser degree in the world. So it's a good place for local university news. But what we also do, and we try and incorporate different social media aspects into it. So we're on Vimeo, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. Now, we have to think a lot and talk a lot about social media and how it affects the website, how it affects our readership as well. And I've thought a lot about how social media has grown and how it's going to continue to grow, and a bit about, I guess, how it kind of feels to me, or how how I feel being a part of it. And Renato, you kind of touched on it a little bit in that video, talking about the users needing to kind of like take back this power. And the amazing thing about social media for me is that we're in the very, I mean, in the long run of things, and how far this could go on, for how long it could go on for. I mean, we're only in the infantile stages of things like YouTube and other social media sites. But it's really incredible to be able to, I guess, look at it now, or think about looking at it in the future, and being able to say, yeah, I was there. I was on YouTube when it first started. Now, there's a lot of high-profile users on YouTube who have had a big hand in developing it, and kind of growing it to what it is now. I'm not one of them, but even with my small contribution, it's nice to think about the fact that years to come, when people say, "Oh yeah, Did you remember when YouTube got started?" And children of my children come to me and ask that. I'll be able to say, yeah, and to a lesser degree, I feel like I was part of the development of YouTube just simply by the fact that I posted on it. And I think this is kind of what you were touching on in that video, or your video about democracy, is that people need to come together and have a voice in the community, to kind of like take back the power of the community to the people. But in order to do that, people actually have to be engaged and have to be doing things and be members of that community. And for me, it's an incredible thing to be a part of, even if I'm just posting the simple videos that I am about this, that, and everything. It's phenomenal to think about where I could eventually, wind up with this. Or again, just the fact that I can say down the road, yeah, I was a part of it, is a phenomenal thing. And one thing that I always am reminded of is Twitter. And one of the first times I kind of saw an actual, practical use for Twitter was last year during the Mumbai attacks. I happened to log on to it. I had an account at the time. I really didn't like it. I still don't use it. I don't prefer it over anything. But the Mumbai attacks and the updates that were coming from that really kind of, I think, set it aside for me as being, some part of the new media and the new way that we're reporting and that people are reporting. So it was incredible to me that I could sit there and read live updates about what's going on. 3 people dead, 4 terrorists captured, and you see I guess the date on the tweet, and it's saying 40 seconds ago, 5 minutes ago. And you realize that, in the same way that I feel like I'm part of this YouTube community, no matter how, much or how little I contribute, there's a sense that you are a part of it. I'm not reporting on the Mumbai attacks. I'm not there. I don't know what's going on. But simply by reading it, by retweeting it, by telling people about it, by updating people who are around me by what I'm getting on my BlackBerry or on my laptop, I'm taking part in this sort of reporting on this event that's taking place all the way across the world. And it's kind of an incredible thing to say you're a part of, and you're supporting not only journalists working there, but the people who are on the ground that are giving this information to reporters and journalists for different bureaus. So though I wouldn't say that I was technically reporting on it, I had a hand in that, and a community kind of arose just out of that, of people who are interested in this event, interested in reporting on this event, and getting that news spread around the world. And I think this is the importance of social media, but again, to be a part of it, it's phenomenal. And I think the ideas you've touched on democracy are fantastic, that we do have to start to move away from what's the word I'm looking for? Self-sufficiency. More self-sufficient, I guess, is what I mean. Move away from a dependency, there you go, a dependency on the people who are running the site, on advertisers to bring us ideas for content, bring us content, pull in people who are willing to pay for it to keep it running, and to come up with the changes as well. And this has to be, I mean, this sort of thing, because it's a social media, because it's all about community, you're right that it does absolutely have to be done completely by the community and by people who are willing to invest their time into something that they are a part of, that they feel very close to, and that not only do they feel a part of it, but they feel that they're helping it. And I mean, that's what I would kind of add to it, is that everybody who's a part of YouTube that's contributing videos is a part of it because they're contributing these videos. You know, it's helping to build a community, even if they're not terribly vocal in how they want to change things, how they want to see parts of the site changed. It's incredibly important that people simply contribute, so that you can say you're a part of it. And down the road, as social media starts to develop, we can start to look at fire engine just went down my street, and later on we can start to look at, and you can say you're a part of it and look down the road, and further later on look back and say, oh yeah, YouTube developed, because I posted a couple videos. I have 11 videos up. Maybe I don't even have 4,000 views combined on all my videos, but I'm a part of it, and I helped it to grow, and to be a part of that democracy, this new sort of thing that God willing will continue to grow online. Further community and further power to empowerment to the users, to the consumers, sort of thing. It's just fantastic. So I encourage you to keep it up. Fantastic video, and yeah, just keep on trucking in this regard.